guys. It is Monday, and we are setting our Monday night intention. So let's see here. I'm going to actually log on to my phone so I can see your comments and things if you guys jump on. Let's see here. It is Monday. We don't want to listen to me. Let's see here. When you guys jump on, just do me a favor and give me some yes, you can hear me, or likes, things like that. Hi. Oh, Lane, I see you. I just realized I haven't called your person today, my dear. I'll call him tomorrow. Hi, I'm glad you're here. I hope Texas is wonderful for you, by the way. We'll wait for a few people to jump on. Anybody feeling any full moon energy kind of arising? Tomorrow we have what? A lunar eclipse. We have a blood moon and a blue moon. So I'm excited. It's going to be beautiful. Yes, happy Monday to you, Lane. Hi, Mars. How are you? My fellow meditator. Hi, Miss Anne. Hi, Avi. I'm happy you're here. So happy to see you guys. You know, oftentimes on these Facebook Lives, sometimes in my head I have kind of a theme already going. I have an agenda, and tonight I don't. Tonight I just am here of service to you all. Send me any questions if you guys have any questions, anything that's going on right now for any of you all. And I was thinking about you today, actually. Avi says, holla, hi guys, hi sweetie, thank you guys. So it's really interesting. I'm noticing which I do on a daily basis, kind of where my head is, my moments, what I'm thinking. And today was my day to sit and do emails, paperwork, questions, things like that. And things were wonderful. Things were really great. I went and we did no clutter, you're clear. I like that. Thank you, Anne. Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for being here. But what am I thinking? I had meditation tonight. We did that. We started to do that. It actually got a little interrupted, but it was actually perfect, just in the way it needed to be. And came home and sat here and was looking forward to this moment. And I just started to realize how truly miraculous it is that when we kind of fall in love with each moment exactly where it is without any judgment, everything's just as it should be. Hi, Jacqueline. I see you there. Hi, Dirk. Those who were at meditation tonight know what I'm talking about. The conversation was, I believe, exactly what was needed for myself, for them. And I came home really seated in a really beautiful space of love and unconditional love for exactly this moment. And my question to you all is, are you loving what you're doing? Are you loving the people you're spending time with? Are you loving the space that you're putting your downtime in? Are you sitting in crowds and groups where you don't feel quite connected? I'm curious. In the past, I've noticed that I had people maybe in my circle or my friends, and many of them I love very dearly. But years ago, I would put myself into situations or friendships maybe that were not serving. And I'm noticing right now that boundaries have been a really big deal for me. And if you guys have boundary lessons that keep popping up for you, give me the thumbs up, let me know if we've got that maybe in common. But what's really interesting is I'm noticing that every day, every week, every year, I'm getting so much more clear on what I will allow in my space and what I won't allow into my space. And it's just really, really interesting. So I'm just curious if any of you are having kind of anything like that you're watching in yourselves. Lane, I see that. I'm moving into more clear thought process season. I purged the energy of not being enough and moved into I am enough. I have enough. Yeah, it's really interesting. Avi and I are doing our Facebook Live on Wednesday, which I'm so completely excited about. And we're talking about the full moon and what that brings in and the things of letting go. And I was actually just kind of looking at that earlier. And what I was reading, because I'm not an astrologer, so I kind of do a little research on my own. But what I was reading was, because of the eclipse, it was saying that many of those, let's call them blocks or situations you were moving through back then when those eclipses or the eclipse happened, or that series of time at that moment, if we're looking back, so that would have been what, August? So they're saying now that all this time coming back on the 31st, so those situations you were working through or that were coming up for you are being released. So if you can think of where your head was in August, if you can think of maybe stressors in your life or things that you were interested in kind of working through, have you seen progression? Have you worked towards those goals? Are you seeing that those things have been completed and maybe wiped off of your list? Kind of take time right now and take an account of that. It would be really interesting for you to look back on this time, even up to, I would say, a year from today, back in 2017, and see how life has changed. So I would take an account of, and even make a list of, look at where I was and look at where I am right now. Thanks for all those hearts, my dear. Oh, wow, that's when I made my big move. Yeah, think of what changed, Lane, when you moved. We're going to pick on you, Lane. When you moved, trying to make that choice to take that leap. What I'm noticing now is it also said something, and I can't remember. I'll find more information about it, and I'll share it on Wednesday when Avi and I chat about the full moon. But I can't remember if it was the eclipse or the lunar moon that was saying to go back almost a year from now, okay? Jacqueline says, I feel stronger than ever. See, I love that. Sometimes going back and taking a look at how far you've come, for me, is really helpful. I know last year I was truly jumping into my business and really, I've been doing this for a very long time now, but really committing in a way that I hadn't before. And I'm telling you, today I realized that, wow, when I'm not doing this work, I'm not as happy. When I'm not connecting with you as clients, connecting at events, connecting even on these Facebook Lives, I don't feel quite connected to you, to the art, to all of this, to sharing. So my question is to you is, what are you doing in your life right now that makes you feel really, truly connected and feels like you're giving back to others? Do you have something? If so, list it below. Let me see what it is for you all. Avi, let's see what she just said. I just had an experience like this just before tuning into you. It was a resistant situation, and I took a pause and went into finding a solution instead of resisting it. It worked. Isn't that awesome? Let's see. A win-win for everyone. It really is interesting. I'm going to take a deep breath and let it go. It is really interesting, really even allowing somebody else space to kind of witness where they are. And like Avi would tell us, to say thank you to the teachers around us. So thank you. And then let those people around us help us realize that there is resistance, that we can sit in that resistance, or we can do what Aviana did, is find a solution and move through it. So how are you moving through your resistance this last year? Take a look at it. Think about it. How are you moving through those blocks or those fears this last year? How far have you come? Have you made strides? Are you in the same spot? If you are in the same spot, what do you need to change it? What do you need to put some action into it so that you feel driven to move or to do something different? Because this is the hard part, is nobody can change it but you. It's also the very easy part, right? Nobody can change it but you. Let's see here, Linda. It's the company I work for as a consultant and the products they sell. Great naturally based products that work. And a company that cares about people and the environment. Jacqueline says, I try to make others feel appreciated. Dirk says, more self-care this year, not feeling as drained as before. Lane, stepping into my mediumship work this year brings in such a peace and also energizes me like never before. It does. It truly, truly does. I'm on my way to Phoenix in a couple of weeks doing an event, and I had planned it to go a certain way, and it was extremely irritated. We're all human, right? Was extremely irritated when it wasn't going to go my way or the way that I kind of had envisioned it. And so I changed plans. I am still speaking at the beautiful Chinese festival, which I'm so excited about, the original reason why I was going to Phoenix. But I have really kind of given up control with the way I thought that it had to be, and allowed some other people who were going to go or whatever, that ended up falling through. And I've allowed this trip for myself to take shape in the way it's supposed to. And it is going to be really wonderful and fabulous. More events are popping up that I'll be doing there, which I'm excited about. So I might be extending the trip there 1 or 2 days, but you know what? It's exactly the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to go on my own. I'm supposed to go and experience that space. And, oh, looks like somebody was going through there. Weird. Something happened with my phone. And you know what? It is the way it is. So stepping into that space and knowing that that actually was a solution. I'm not going into massive detail, but it is supposed to be the way that it is. And it actually is working out to my benefit. However, if I had tried to sit there and control it, the situation, it would have been fine, but it wouldn't be of what it's going to be right now. Already it's changed and morphed into something really so much more fabulous and so much more fun than I even expected it to be. And so I'm really excited about that. So let that be kind of a lesson and let go. It doesn't have to be the way that you planned it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm breathing, taking good deep breaths today. Today is a good productive day. Let's see. Linda says, I've learned to go with the flow. Things are just happier when I don't resist. Amen, Linda. Michelle says, in January of 2017, I was angry, heartbroken, dealing with the sudden death of my 23-year-old son. I forgave the person I blamed, which gave me some peace. I've channeled my anger in creating a legacy for my son to carry on the dream and passion. Some days are a struggle, but push through by remembering how he lived. You know what, Michelle, that's a really beautiful comment. Thank you for being so honest and raw. And I'm so sorry for the loss of your son. I'm telling you that there really, as long as you know 100% that you were always connected to him and that he was always right by your side, I hope that you know that. It seems to me that you do. When you move through those situations and those moments of emotion and grieving, honor them within you. Take the moment, don't try to cover it up, of course, and you put that into creativity. You're giving life to his energy force. You're giving back to him. That's such a beautiful thing that you're doing, and so healing and productive for you. So what I find is that even when we're grieving or going through a hard time in our own lives, which it happens, we're all human, if we're taking really beautiful steps in each moment, even if we're grieving in that moment, it's difficult. But if we stop and appreciate the moment for what it is and take the next step to the following moment and the next step to the following moment, we end up building something really beautiful. And even if that's simply just a mirror for others to be able to see, hey, if Michelle did it, if Michelle can move through something so difficult, so can I. We're all each other's mirror and we're all there for each other. All right, guys, let's go ahead and connect. Hi, Brenda, I see you there. I'm glad you're here. Let's take a good deep breath in and call on our guides and angels, okay? Let's set our intention for the night. So full breath in, big exhale out. Guides and angels on our right, guides and angels on our left, guides and angels in front, and guides and angels in back to balance and harmonize our session and leave us in the light and allow nothing but the highest, the truest, or the best to manifest upon us now. I'm picking up the color green. Let's see here. How's everybody else been doing right now? Everybody else been good? Let's see here. I pick up the green. I immediately pick up healing. I pick up on the energy of transformation. Let's see here. I should probably have it where I should do it somehow where there was like a double camera and one side was shooting it and one was me. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see here. I'm just connecting to see what comes through. Let's call on, I just realized, did we call on the guides and angels? I feel like we just took a deep breath in and connected. If we did, I'm going to do it again. I feel like I need to do that. So guides and we didn't do it. Okay, guides and angels on our right, guides and angels on our left, guides and angels in front, guides and angels in back to balance and harmonize our time here and leave us in the light and allow nothing but the highest, the truest, or the best to manifest upon us now. I immediately got the words, I heal by being honest. I heal by sharing. It's interesting, just this kind of the way the movement feels tonight. It feels like it's constantly, I'm picking up on this pink. I'm struggling, I'm working through, a medical issue. I need to breathe. Yeah. Jody, did you notice I was having a hard time breathing? Very often when I notice that that's something in me intuitively. So if I'm connecting to somebody's energy, all of a sudden it almost caps me. And it's always very difficult for me to breathe. I could feel like maybe I'm possibly kind of connecting to your energy with that. And it's interesting, the words that just came through. Let's see. Tonight's intention is all about healing. And being real honest with that healing. And it's interesting how you see that, and the connectivity of these lines is really kind of off the charts, if you will. So you don't see them, but they all fully connect. For whatever reason, that just feels very important in this painting, okay? So you might not be able to see how we're all connected, but we're all connected, okay? You might not be able to see the thread that connects everybody, but we're all completely connected. And by us being raw and honest and truthful, even with our own struggles, our own situations we move through, our own losses, like Michelle, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. When we share with others, we can then help others to move through their own, whether that be grieving process, loss of a relationship, loss of, yes, a loved one, a job, any of that. When we're honest, it allows space for somebody else to be more honest and share, okay? So again, in this painting, it's simply showing how we're all truly interconnected. And when we can be truly honest and open about our own energy, we can then help others to move through what they need to be, what needs to be healed within them. And of course, it comes back to us again. All right. And that red, by the way, it's kind of I want to see what color, it's a magenta kind of a color. To me, that's showing just true, honest, unconditional love that really kind of binds us all with that healing. Lane, you say the transparency energy here tonight is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Well, that is your intention for the week, guys. Thank you so much for coming here time and time again and connecting with me and then with everybody else that is with us. There's some really cool events. I know Aviana in Michigan. Anybody in Michigan, go find her beautiful new space called Still. She's doing a beautiful meditation event for the full moon tomorrow. And I'm doing one as well here in Oklahoma City at Chi Gallery on Wednesday for mine. I think hers is tomorrow. Mine's Wednesday. And I'm so excited to be a part of a beautiful group of women offering that space then on Wednesday. And it is just right after Aviana and I jump off of our Facebook Live, which I'm so looking forward to. So anyway, guys, connect to yourselves, connect to those around you, be truly honest and open with the things that you're moving through. And hi, Lainey, I see you, my dear. And just keep sharing, keep finding that space to connect and meditate with your own energy and keep moving forward. Okay, guys? Love you all. See you later.